Okay, so now let's give a huge congratulations to Heidi Klum, who is coming back to Project Runway after 8 years. So when I heard that today, I was so excited because no shade, I have not watched Project Runway since she left. And then I remember when she had the show, they were trying to do their own version with her and Tim Gunn called Making the Cut that did 2 seasons on Prime Video, but it wasn't good. I mean, I like the fact they threw a lot of money behind the show, but it just didn't have that same energy that I got from Project Runway. So people had the news, whenever it comes to anything to do with Bravo and all that type of stuff, or Bravo related, people would get an exclusive. So people have learned that Heidi Klum is returning to Project Runway after stepping away from the hit franchise in 2018. Now, Klum was 51, originally hosted the show from 2004 to 2017. The season 16 finale airing November 2017 was her last and won the 2013 Emmy Award for her role, which she shared with her co-host and close friend Tim Gunn. She was nominated an impressive 9 times during her tenure with Project Runway, with the reality competition program, earning dozens of nominations overall. Project Runway, which originally launched on Bravo before moving to Lifetime and then back to Bravo, will now see its home on Freeform, Disney Plus, and Hulu. Well, it's not on Bravo no more. Okay. Well, it looked like they lost the rights again, but I do have Freeform, but I got Disney Plus and Hulu, so I just watch it there. From its conception in 2004 with season 1, it has welcomed a number of talented designers onto the show, and Klum was there for many of them, and to say her signature farewell of Auf Wiedersehen to all of those who were cut each week. And that's what I missed, because it was like one day you're in and the next you're out, and then she would always say Auf Wiedersehen. So I was like, she had her own coin terms, and her being German. I love the fact that it was like, that was her version of, before there was a sachet away, there was Auf Wiedersehen. I had to use a Drag Race reference. So, the show has had all-star seasons, bringing designers back from previous seasons to give them a second shot at winning, as well as Project Runway Junior. I actually liked the Junior version. I was like, can y'all bring that back? I even said they should do a Drag Race Junior, but I already know how people feel bad enough. Y'all don't even like regular drag queens. Could y'all imagine like having drag kids doing a competition? That'd be the one place they could do it, because they can't get up in the bars. But then they, over the years, they crowned champions of all ages and backgrounds. Well-known past contestants include Gunnar Deathridge, who was designed for Chaperone, Irina Shabayeva, most notably, of course, Kristen Siriano, who found much success as a top fashion designer since winning the 4th season of the show. And one of the things about Kristen Siriano, and no shade, I feel like he's the one that came out most successful out of all of them, because he's everywhere. I told you I saw him at the Drag Race premiere on the blue carpet, because the carpet was blue, wasn't even red. So he was there, and at one point, Christian was a mentor. He was like the Tim Gunn over the years, when he came on the show when Tim wasn't there. And then I think last season, because they had Carly Kloss on there, I didn't particularly like her when she was on there. That's Ivanka Trump's sister-in-law. So, because she's married to Jared Kushner, she's married to Jared Kushner, brother. Carly Kloss is. So, then when she stepped down from last season, Kristen Siriano pulled double duty. So I didn't really watch Project Runway last season when it was on Bravo. But with Heidi Klum coming back, I'm actually liking the fact that she is coming back to the show. But I am wondering, why is she coming back to the show? So they said, after announcing their exit, as in her and Tim Gunn, the two told people that they likened Project Runway to their baby, and after 16 years, the baby was all grown up, so it was time for them to move on to something else. Saying, we love our baby, we wish our baby good luck, but we're ready to pop out a new one. This is what she said at the Creative Artists Emmy Awards, and this was making the cut. But I wonder why they left the show, because I'm sitting there like, why would you leave one fashion show to create a whole new fashion show on another network, unless you were trying to get some things done over there at the network at the time. I don't know what I think it was at Lifetime at the time. And Lifetime wasn't willing to bend the knee to whatever it is that you wanted. And you were just like, well, okay, well, since y'all not going to show us the respect that we should be getting, because we're the reason why people are watching the show, no shade to the designers. But it was like, I love watching the fashion designers, make their dreams come true. But I also love the dynamic between her as well as Tim Gunn. But I also wonder, is Tim Gunn coming back? Because I feel like They were like the dynamic duo of that show. So yeah, they said when Klum and Gunn left Project Runway to lead their own fashion competition, making the cut on Amazon Prime Video, Carly Claus took over hosting duties for the next 2 seasons, with Siriano serving as mentor, as I told y'all. So for season 19 and 20, Siriano took over for Claus, pulling double duty as host and mentor. So I feel like even though we love Princess Siriano's fashions, and he was highly entertaining during season 4 of Project Runway, maybe he just wasn't given what needed to be given as far as like a host and a mentor. I don't know. I didn't really watch. As much as I like him, I didn't really watch when he was on. I also don't remember like Carly Claus when she was hosting. So to me, no shade, but there's just some people just have that thing where it's just like you are the show. When y'all try to bring in new hosts, it just doesn't feel the same. So it's like I can't imagine, although it's got to be at some point where he's going to want to step down. I can imagine RuPaul's Drag Race without RuPaul on it. Michelle Visage is trying to do her thing over there with Down Under, and she was cute or whatever. But if he was to step down tomorrow and they bring somebody else in, they would have to figure out who that is that would be able to successfully host the show. Maybe it'd be a Trixie Mattel or somebody. I don't know. But yeah, when we think of Project Runway, I see it synonymous with Heidi Klum. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story regarding Miss Heidi Klum coming back to Project Runway after 8 years away? I'm actually excited for this. It doesn't say when the new season is going to air, but I'm definitely excited to see her coming back. And I'm guessing they're going to be filming in New York, and we don't even know if Tim Gunn is coming back. But I hope he is, because the weird thing is, I was literally thinking about Tim Gunn the other day. I'm like, what's he been up to? I haven't seen him in a month or something. Does he still work at the Parsons School of Design? Because wasn't he teaching there at one point? So it's like, I've been kind of missing them. And it's funny because it's like when you start thinking things and things start to happen. And look what happened. This story popped up today and here we are talking about it. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.